Hi. I'm really happy that Dildo Girl went first because this story is actually a little dirty. I'm also sorry for you, Dildo on camera. I'm 19 years old, and it's New Year's Eve, 2001. And I've been flirting all night with a young woman called Jane. That's not her name. Her name is Jackie. So I've been flirting with Jane all night, and it's going reasonably well. And by well, I mean sex is seeming like a reasonable possibility.
And that's really exciting, but at the same time, it's also kind of terrifying because I have a secret. And my secret is that at 19, I'm still a virgin. I'm not anymore. I was then. I've done it since. And I'm a virgin at 19 for two pretty good reasons. I can't believe I'm saying this in the art museum. I'm a virgin for two good reasons. One, when I was in high school, I was wildly, passionately in love with a girl who was in no way in love with me. And so any girlfriend that I did have was kind of like a meat puppet who I would hold up to make the girl jealous, and that never worked. So I went to college a virgin, and college was filled with a certain kind of girl, or woman, sorry. And that's the kind of girl who drinks a lot and then pukes in her hair and then stumbles around and cries for no reason. And I got nothing to say to that girl. She doesn't like my jokes. So I'm still a virgin. And I'm really afraid that sex will become a possibility because then I'll have to do it, and my knowledge of sex at this point is theoretical. So I'm terrified. But the party goes on. A friend of mine comes up to me a little later and says, "Hey, I talked to Jackie. I talked to Jackie. You're in." And I said, "Really? What'd she say?" And she said, "Well, I told her you're a virgin." And I said, "What?" And she said, "I told her you were a virgin, and she's willing to give it to you. She's gonna do it for you." And I said, "Thanks." Like, I love the idea of my sexuality being equatable to, I don't know, philanthropy, you know? Like, it's like you don't really want to do it, but it makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. And so you just kind of like, yeah, you know, it's just like, it's not, thanks. So the party's winding down, and Jane is in the room waiting. And my friend comes up to me, and she presses a condom in my hand. It's so quiet in here now. Presses a condom in my hand, and she kind of gives me this look, and she says, "Go get her." So I walk in, and she's already in bed, and relax. It doesn't go well. I look at her and I realize, like, you know, I had been waiting for sex to be meaningful and for it to be valuable and for it to be, you know, nothing lame like a commingling of spirits or anything like that. Although it can be. It's not. It's just friction. Sorry. Art museum. But I wanted it to be something that I was really into, but then I figured, like, you know, if I don't do it, then I'm gonna never do it, and then my virginity will just be this albatross that's draped around my neck in the shape of my penis, you know, and it's like, I've gotta, like, get over this, so I just go ahead, I'm gonna do it, so, etc. And we're doing this, and my brain, who is, like, my biggest enemy, ends up saying something to me in the process, and it says, you know, you don't really like her. And I said, "I know." And it said, "I'm gonna ruin this for you." And I said, you know, "How?" And it says, you know, condoms break. "Yeah." And I said, "They do?" And it said, "Yeah, and you're gonna get her pregnant." And I'm really neurotic. And I said, "Really?" And then all of a sudden, I'm just imagining, like, this girl who I barely even know, and we're, like, raising some little, like, cabbage of a child, and I don't love it, and I don't love her, and I just resent my life, and I'm just, oh my God, what do I do? And I'm like, "Brain, help me. What do I do, brain?" And my brain says, "Fake it." And I did. And she bought it, man. She bought it. I was like, "Yeah." And she went, "Yes." And I resented her for it, because I was thinking, like, you didn't give me this. I gave me this. And so I go off into the bathroom, and I unwrap, I don't know, and I look at myself in the mirror and I think how lonely and sad I feel, and I feel kind of cheap. And I realize that this is kind of the median experience for losing your virginity. You know, like it's not nice. It's usually awkward and uncomfortable. And so I look at myself and I imagine what it will be like in the future, and I realize that that I have no ending to this story. I faked it. Thank you.